Do you have a favorite movie? Yes, viewer, I'm asking you, do you have one? Maybe Blade Runner, maybe Back to the Future, Star Wars? A foreign film, Kokoro maybe? Het wonderlijke leven van Willem Parel? Well, probably not that one, but still. What is your favorite movie?
Ik denk alleen een sprookjesboek. Zo'n wonder kan bestaan, niet verder hier vandaan dan het wijsje van het orgel op de hoek.
Today, in my first episode ever, we're discussing Cabaret, a movie I know a little too well. And I swear I've seen this movie like 10 times in the span of a year. I'm sure there are people who will say that's nothing, but to me it's a lot, because I'm not good at watching films. But why do I keep coming back to Cabaret? Well, it's just perfect, if you ask me. Heavy spoilers will be present in this video, so you have been warned. Berlin, 1931. Brian Roberts, portrayed by Michael York, who also played Basil Exposition in the Austin Power movies, arrives by train and goes to live in Fraulein Schneider's boarding house, where he meets Sally Bowles, portrayed by Liza Minnelli, who also played Lucille 2 in Arrested Development, and also was the voice of the mother in the My Chemical Romance song Mama. That's the only song of theirs I know, by the way, and I only know it because Liza Minnelli is in it. She's a nightclub singer who tries to seduce him and fails. She wonders if Brian might not be into girls at all. Brian gives English lessons for a living, and one day, after finishing a lesson with Fritz Wendel, one of his pupils, he tells him that he found another one, a girl named Natalia Landauer. The Landauers are, in Fritz's words,
enormous rich Jews.
On a day when Sally is very bummed since her dad stood her up, Brian comforts her and she finally does succeed in the task of seducing him. They seem happy for a while until Sally meets Max, a handsome millionaire who she spends a lot of time with, and of course Brian gets jealous. But then Max asks them both to come to his mansion. Well, and they go and they have a very creepy three-way connection relationship thingy. All the while Fritz and Natalia start dating too, and all seems happy again. But dear viewer, remember what happened in Berlin around the early 30s. Oh yeah, that's right. Hitler is rising to power, and remember who we've met so far. Bi or maybe gay man, Jewish heiress, secretly Jewish guy, and rich bisexual man. Basically only Sally is safe. Brian and Sally have a falling out and they go home. Did I mention Sally is pregnant and doesn't know who the father is? Well, they make amends and all is fine and dandy again. And then Fritz and Natalia get married and Fritz is openly Jewish again, but then Brian realizes the Nazis exist and he wants to go home. So Sally goes out to get an abortion and tells him she can't come with him. It ends and nobody is happy. Cabaret was based on a musical, based on a play, based on 2 books, of which I've read 1. Even though it shares the name with the musical and it's counted as a musical film, the plot resembles the play a bit more. The musical focuses on the relationship between Sally and Clifford, the musical's counterpart to Brian, and their landlady Fraulein Schneider and the Jewish man Herr Schultz, and it drops Fritz, Natalia and Max. This ends just as sad as the movie, maybe even sadder, and plot threads like the abortion and Clifford/Brian's bi/possibly homosexuality are present in both. The books the stories are based in, Goodbye to Berlin, which I've read, and Mr. Norris Changes Strange, which I've not read yet, are semi-autobiographical stories written by Christopher Isherwood, on which Brian is based. Berlin in the early 30s was, despite the political climate at the time, the place to be for nightlife and culture. Isherwood, who was gay, came there to be free and stuff, but as time went by, he got more and more aware of how screwed up Berlin was, and he ended up leaving. Later, he wrote these 2 semi-autobiographical books to tell what went through in Berlin at the time. Characters like Sally Bowles and Fritz Wendel were all actually people, albeit with different names. I know this cut might be a bit strange, but I haven't focused on the best character yet. which wasn't really present in the novels. The Master of Ceremonies, who's portrayed by Joel Grey in both the movie and basically every American version of the musical, until Alan Cumming changed that for better or for worse, is like the figurehead of the ship that is Cabaret. Not really necessary, but oh so pleasing to have. The first thing we see in a musical and in the movie is the man welcoming us to his cabaret club in the three most important European languages: German, French and English. If you watch the Dutch version, they randomly translate either French or English to a Dutch word, depending on the sentence, rhyming and stuff. But I digress. The Master of Ceremonies, I think, in a way symbolizes Hitler. He tries to encapture us with his song and charm, but he has something menacing, something evil inside him. This is enforced in the scenes where we can just see him standing in the back menacingly, or literally touching women. In the movie, almost every musical number, except one which is a Nazi anthem, is performed within the cabaret club by either Sally or the Master of Ceremonies, or both. The songs are not always directly connected to the plot, but more or less set the tone. When Sally and Cliff meet Max, we get to hear the Money song, because he's rich. When we're discussing Jews, we get If You Could See Her, which I'll get to in a moment. The way Cabaret uses its music is subtle, but it's very effective. Take If You Could See Her, like I just said. We see a silly song about a man in love with a gorilla. He tells us that to him she is beautiful, but all we see is an ape. And then, at the end of the song, he drops this bombshell.
But if you could see her through my eyes,
She wouldn't look Jewish at all.
It perfectly encaptures how people reacted to Jews back then. They were made out to be monsters. That's the reason Hitler got votes. Because remember, Hitler was elected because people really hated Jews. When Sally gets an abortion, she sings the 11 o'clock title number, Cabaret, which embraces a carefree lifestyle. In the middle of the song, she tells a story about Elsie, who died in the gutter because she lived like that. The song is a warning to us viewers that Sally will most likely die young and alone too, just like Elsie, which she admits herself. But to Sally, this lifestyle seems viable, seems like the best option. It's better to stick your head in the sand and ignore all the political stuff going on and just live life to the fullest. Cabaret is in its core a hopeless story. The play it's based on is called I Am a Camera. Brian, or Christopher Isherwood, was that camera. He was there in Berlin, he saw it all happen. He could take pictures all he wanted, but he could never change anything. I think Cabaret is my favorite movie at the moment, but in a month it might be something else. I've been meaning to watch Norwegian Wood. I recently read the novel and I already bought the DVD. So it's just been sitting on that shelf. Maybe that will become my favorite movie, or maybe an old favorite of mine will reclaim the top. I don't know, but whatever turns out to be my new favorite movie, I'll probably make a video out of it. I wish you all the best. Hopefully see you soon. Hey there, my name is Bart and this is my channel. It's called No Trump and yeah, that's how you pronounce that. This was my first video and I don't really know what I just wanted to make a video and I don't know if I succeeded. You tell me. Please subscribe if you want to, and I hope more stuff is coming. So yeah, I'm Dutch by the way, so that explains the accent and why I have to do so many retakes because I mispronounce stuff. So yeah, please excuse me for that. And hopefully see you soon. Bye!
I wish the Kaiser was back. Those days we had order.